So today we're going to talk about Google Gemini Gems. So what this means is it's going to save you a lot of time whenever you're using this AI tool, because usually you can use AI tool like this and it'll take you 10, 15, 20 prompts just to get what you really need from AI. Let's say this is an email or you're trying to do a proposal. It can take you a long time. So what this does is it helps you to be faster when it comes to your AI usage. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go to, of course, gemini.google.com. And of course, you have the regular search bar, prompt bar right here. But you're going to go to Gem. So, this is specifically if you want to have more of a straightforward way of doing work within Gemini. If you wanted to create a proposal, you are going to be able to automatically upload the name of the potential company and it's already going to create a proposal for you. So for example, we're going to go up here, we're going to go to Gemini in Gems over here. So you're going to see a lot of templates that you can use. So you have learning coach, copy creator, coding partner, outreach specialist, brainstormer, career guide. If you click on this, it kind of gives you details of how it looks. So we have write a message to a new customer, write a follow-up email, draft an email invitation. So a lot of content that you can use here. And what this means is if you were to click on this, it kind of gives you some details of what it will help you to write automatically. So again, you're not having to create multiple prompts. So also what you're going to do is you're going to go up here, go back to gems. And if we wanted to create our own, we would go to new gems right here, give it a name. Let's say proposal for cleaning services. Right? Right. Right at And what I like to do is use templates, but also use AI to help you write what's going on. Because, of course, it's going to give you details based on what you write. But again, it's going to give you the most up to date type of prompts that Google is allowing it to write. So, for example, this one right here is pretty short. But also, if we go back here, I did the same thing. It really depends on what you're doing. So, you go back here, I go to proposal writing. Let's go to gems. We go edit. And then here's an example I did earlier where type in proposal writing, type in what it means, description. And then from here, it'll help you to create the instruction that you need. So create basic paragraph about what you need and then have AI do the rest. And then this is where you want to put your knowledge. So I put an image in here. So if you have a deck that your company usually uses that has the colors that you usually use, then you want to make sure you're putting this deck in there so it can pull the details from here. So instead of you uploading these documents all the time, every time you're using AI, you are using it when you need it, but it's part of the knowledge. So if I click plus right here, we got upload files, add from drives, import code, and Gemini notebook as well. So that's your drive files. That's the files on your computer. Anything you can imagine to add it, you can probably update it here. And then from here, all you got to do is confirm and update it. So if I wanted to go to one of my gems right now, proposal writing, and I just click on here, new proposal. This gives you what I did in the past. And it's really useful because it goes into detail without you having to do any elaborate prompts because it already knows what's going on. It already knows what the goal is of this action proposal. So you could say something like, here is the industry, here is the client, and it's automatically going to research what the client needs, right? What are the opportunities? What are the areas of improvement? So, highly encourage using Gemini Gems because it saves you a lot of time. And in comparison, you have Copilot, you have ChatGPT. ChatGPT does have custom GPT. So, this is pretty much Google's version of custom GPTs that you can use. So, again, useful in all the areas that you can imagine, and definitely consider that. So if you're using the work Gemini, you might not see it up here. I did a presentation last week, and it turns out that a lot of people in the audience, they're working at the same company, and it was down here, right here. So under the settings and under the settings right here, so you can see other gems. So it might not be at the top, it might be at the bottom. And remember, Gemini Notebook, if you're using Notebook LM, you can also pull information in from there, which can be super helpful to your organization, your business. And we're going to go over Notebook LM in another video. So again, gemini.google.com, go to gems over here. Remember to check out the templates as well. And remember, you can share your gems. So I've seen some pretty elaborate gems created in the past couple weeks. And what employees did was they ended up sharing it with their colleagues if they wanted to use that same gem. So instead of you creating it, trying to copy and paste, you're going to just get somebody to share it, or you're going to share your gem with other people as well.